Hey, this your girl, msyelladiva. I'm bringing you another episode, or I'm bringing you two episodes of Belle Collective Season 7, Episode 8. I'm sorry, Episode 7 and 8. Baby Rumor got back, and let me reintroduce myself, okay? Reintroduce myself, okay? So if you are new here, welcome, 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 welcome. We do reviews here. This is the Diva Nation, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and we will begin. All right, so Selena questioning about this baby rumor, okay? Okay. And so Letitia said the picture was on the internet with Mike, Cliff, and Glenn, and they said somebody got a baby on the way, and Glenn said they was happy that Glenn didn't it wasn't Glenn's, and then Cliff, he got old sperm. It ain't him, so now it's Mike. Okay, and I really do believe this is a made up story. Okay, all right, but hey, it is what it is. I'm quite sure Letitia told somebody to put somebody got a baby on the way, under the picture. Okay. I don't put nothing past Letitia. Okay. All right. So Carrie said that Cliff told Matt about Mike's baby on the way. Selena saying that Mike had already told her about that situation and about the rumor. So I don't know what I don't know what the problem is. If he had already told you about it, you've already gotten over it, y'all still getting married, what's the problem? What's the problem? Why are we making this bigger deal than what it is? Okay, I don't understand. All right, anyway, Letitia is trying to find a location for her focus group for her new talk show. All right, so she finds this location, and all of a sudden she sets up a Zoom call, got her laptop and everything like that. This location must have been picked out for you, cause how you just gonna set all of this stuff up? You don't even know if they got all of this stuff. And if they got all this stuff, you don't know how to access it. Okay, so this location was assigned for you, because that's why you got all of this stuff set up. Whatever the case may be, she put first on this big screen projector or big screen TV or whatever to tell him that he's suspended. Okay, in front of her other staff. Okay, they just put him on a big screen to say he's suspended, even though she told Glenn that he was suspended last week. I'm gonna leave that alone. So I feel like all of this performative, and Letitia is always performative. So whatever. So anyway, she also wants Lonnie Love to be in her focus group. Whatever. Carrie meets Latrice at Taste. Latrice tells Carrie Cliff overheard Marie saying that Mike had a baby. So that's where Cliff heard. So basically they're saying Marie said it first, and Cliff overheard it at Selena's birthday party. And then that's when he told Matt. Okay. Carrie said, I was told that Marie told Selena also at her birthday party as well. But she do apologize for bringing Cliff, what's her name? Latrice's husband into the fold. Okay. So then Letitia has a meeting with Tambra. Tambra is excited. They ain't had a meeting since 2020. So she said, so she excited to meet up with her. And dun 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 dun, Shantae showed up. Okay.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Shantae show up. Okay. And then so Tambra thinking it's an ambush now. She ain't thinking it's just two friends getting together. No, she's thinking it's an ambush now. So so Shantae gonna tell Tambra that she heard that Damon is not her boyfriend and she is dating this guy on his phone. And Tambra start cracking up and she's like, that's my client. That's Dr. Juice Cleanse or some shit. Okay. And so Tambra in the confessional saying, Shantae is being messy. But she said, I don't even know you, and you being messy. But apparently Shantae was on the internet saying that she has some old pictures of her and Tambra. So she do know her. We don't know. Anyway, Tambra flips the script and says, Amanda, not Shantae, Amanda, okay, that's Latrice's friend, said that you and Glenn got an open marriage and y'all do threesomes with her and Shantae and stuff like that. And then Letitia laughed too. And she was just like, no, that is not the truth. But we know you ain't doing it to Glenn, so we definitely ain't doing this to nobody else. Okay, so we already know that. All right, but she said that is not the truth. Yeah, that's not the truth. Yeah, we know. Mike and Selena do yoga. Selena talking about this baby rumor, and Mike was like, I need to see this baby for my damn self. I know. I know that's right, because this baby got legs, ain't it? And she just wants to know who besides Carrie brought it up. And so, okay. This is boring to me. That's probably why ain't nobody watching it. Latrice and Cliff talk about the baby rumor. Latrice is upset that Carrie brought Cliff's name into it. Cliff don't even care. Cliff's like, I don't care. Latrice is having surgery in 2 weeks. And so Latrice was like, you gonna leave me like you did last time? He was like, I didn't leave you. He said, I just went to lunch. She was like, yeah, you left me. He was like, I didn't leave you. I was like, I was still in the hospital. I had lunch in the hospital. Latrice, but come here, boo. Come here.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay. If the man, he gotta eat. He got to take care of himself. He can't take care of him. If he can't take care of himself, he can't take care of you. He got to eat. Golly. You want him to be at your bedside or pretty much your beck and call? You was probably under anesthesia. You was probably sleeping. Girl, stop it. Anyway, this Letitia's focus group. BBL Marie come in first. They played the video. Tambra on her phone. Ain't paying no attention to this little talk show. Latrice get on her phone. Ain't paying no attention to this talk show. Everybody else is intrigued, excited. Lonnie Love get on the Zoom call. Okay. And give her feedback as well. She get the critiques were lighting. Okay, the lighting was off and the makeup was off. She need to listen to her guests. And excuse me, y'all. And apparently the backdrop was off center, so you could see like the edge of it. And she needs to Latrice and Letitia, no, Letitia and Letitia and Leticia was talking at the same time, so it was hard to hear them. Anyway, they sit down in the back, and Selena wants to know who brought this rumor to the collective, this baby gate rumor to the collective. Latrice said Cliff overheard you, Marie, talking. And Marie was like, nuh-uh, that's a big lie. That's a big lie. And so Selena to Letitia, she was like, so you knew when I came to you about communication problems, you knew, she was like, she said, so why didn't you say anything? And Letitia was like, I didn't have any evidence. I ain't have any evidence. And so she said, y'all should have said something a year ago, not when I'm planning a wedding. You still planning a wedding, girl? And you can always stop if you feel like it's something to this rumor. Leticia said, well, bring it to the collective and let's not have outside people. And then Tambra was like, well, let's talk about outside people, okay? Shantae told me that me and the Demond is not together, and I had a boyfriend who was my client, okay? And Shantae was like, well, I can defend myself. And so Leticia was like, no, she said, I can defend my information. Okay. And so Latrice was like, that's some bullshit information. She said, I would rather the information come from a Belle and then rather than an outsider. And so Marie was like, is Shantae an outside noise? And they was like, yep, yeah, she is outside noise. So that's where that episode ended. So we are on to the second episode of Belle Collective. This is season 7, episode 8. Let me reintroduce myself, okay? So Tambra is making tea for her father, okay? Her father who just had a stroke. And so she making tea for him. And she trying to walk him to the back. And so, Mom, she looked like she's relieved that Tambra is there and she getting some time to herself. That's what it seemed like to me. Latrice comes to visit. They talk about Dr. Juice Cleanse. That's the rumor that she is dating Dr. Juice Cleanse and not Demond. And Tambra was like, they really don't know me. They don't know me. She said, I guess I need to reintroduce myself. And Latrice was talking about her fibroid surgery. She says she don't want to have a hysterectomy because she want to have kids someday. And that's the first time I heard Latrice say she want kids. Because I never thought she wanted kids. I thought she just wanted to be a businesswoman and everything like that. Now, I guess with this fibroid surgery, she is looking at her own fertility, and so she said she wants to have kids. I'm not mad at it. You may need to go the route that Tambra went and freeze some embryos, okay? And Tambra said she froze embryos. Did she freeze eggs or did she freeze embryos with her and Demond? Because eggs and embryos are two different things. Now she could have froze eggs and then had Demond's sperm. But if she had Demond's sperm already, then the egg will form an embryo. So I was confused. She said she froze some embryos, but her Cliff and Latrice needs to freeze some embryos. Okay, that's what they need to do. They need to freeze some embryos. I don't know about Tambra because they ain't married and nothing like that. And how long was she talking about having a baby? I don't know. Don't give me a line, child. But yeah. So she don't want to have a hysterectomy. Glenn surprises Leticia with a couples massage, right? They in their robes, they eating fruit and stuff like that. Glenn asked about first in the focus group. And so she was like, I suspended him or whatever. And then Glenn wants to manage Letitia. And Letitia laughs. She laughs. And 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 Glenn was like, "What's so funny?" And Leticia was like, "I manage you." She said, "And you don't even check your email." I was, I'm with you, Leticia. Okay. Letitia was like, "You," she said, "You are not capable of managing me." Okay. That's boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. You are not capable of managing me. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's all. That's all, folks. No, Letitia meets up with Selena. Um, so Mike is taking Selena to Colombia to get her teeth fixed. Okay, she gonna get some veneers. Okay, that's nice of him. And she said he just want me to have a beautiful smile. A beautiful smile. Okay, okay. All right, so she getting her teeth done. Okay. They talk about this damn baby rumor again. Leticia was like, I ain't had no proof. And she said, well, why didn't you tell me? Why did Carrie have to tell me? And Mike gonna have a conversation with the guys about Matt and Cliff talking about this baby rumor, whatever. Leticia was like, I'm gonna have a talk with Carrie about where she got the rumor from. Oh boy. All right. So Tamber and Damon are talking in the car. Tamber said, telling Damon about this rumor about this Dr. Juice cleanse, that they ain't together and this Dr. Juice cleanse. And then she said, I'm gonna reintroduce myself. And so, with Baby London. Okay. So Marie is talking to her son Jay. And Jay wants to be going to the dispensary business. Okay. But Marie was like, okay, but it take money. She said, it take capital. What you got going on? Okay. You ain't getting it from me. So what you got going on? That's what she wanted to say. Okay. But that ain't what she said. But Marie wants him. She wants all her kids to learn the business from her with all of these mental health clinics. And then, because that's going to be their inheritance, these mental health clinics, because apparently it's multi-million-dollar. So listen, Marie got her some coin. She got her some coin. Okay. So they multi-million-dollar businesses. And she she opened in the 9th location. So she wants them to learn the business from her while working in these clinics. That way she can hand it down so she can fucking retire, because that's what she need to do and that's what she want to do. Okay. So that's what she want. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see if Jay can hold it out. She was like, because then you learn the business from her and then you can branch out and get in your dispensary business or whatever. Okay. Okay. So we'll see. We will see. All right. So Leticia and Glenn and Matt and Carrie go double dating and they go bowling and Matt whoops Glenn's ass again. Okay, moving on. Now, Carrie said something very discreet but very informative in this conversation. She said, you, Leticia, you sent Shantae to tell Tamber about the rumor. Okay. You sent Shantae to tell Tamber about this rumor, okay? you know, but but Letitia trying to justify her actions. Listen, you messy, okay? You should have told Tamber in the first place, okay? Now you done sent Shantae to do your dirty work, okay? You is messy, okay? Like I said, this is all performative. That's why I think she had somebody put this little baby rumor up under this picture. It's saying somebody got a baby. I think she behind that too. Okay. But anyway, so everybody sit down, and Glenn says, "You guys work together." He talking about Matt and Carrie, and they were like, "Yeah, whatever." She said, "I told Letitia that I wanted to manage her." Matt was like, "I don't know about that." And Carrie was like, "Well, what's your skill set?" And so he said, "Managing." And this is what we heard. Nobody was like, it was like, huh? Managing. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Oh my God. So Matt was like, "I don't think you want to manage her. I think you just trying to connect with her. That's all. I don't think you want to manage her." So that was the end of that scene. Tamber's reintroduced herself. So Latrice and Cliff arrived first. Carrie and Matt arrived. Letitia and Glenn. Letitia got decorated blazers. I mean, every blazer is decorated with some kind of decoration on it. One had the little frilly things over here. Then she had one that was going all the way to the side. Now she got decorated blazers. Okay. So she said, "Welcome to the Tamber Museum." She said her parents was married 57 years. Damn, that's a long time. But hey. And so she said, she showed a baby picture. She said, "My leg was broke." She said, "That's why I'm very hands-on, and I was very afraid to take London to any babysitter or anything like that." So middle school, she was a cheerleader. She also had fibroids. She said that's why she froze her embryos. I don't know if she meant eggs or her and Damon actually froze embryos. Okay, I don't know. London Simone, when they were born, London Simone was Tamara was in the ICU. London Simone was in the NICU. She only had a picture of her because she had it bad, I guess, from all those fibroid surgeries. So then the main event, London come in a little toy Maserati, me mugging everybody with a Telfar bag. Okay. Okay. Me mugging everybody. Okay. She just looking at it like, who in the hell are these people? So she ride back. All right. So Tamara talks to the ladies. And she said that Shantae should slap her reliable source that brought her the rumor. And she talking about Tisha. Because Tisha brought her the rumors, okay? Marie tells the lady, she said because so her and Damon actually went to talk to Dr. Juice Cleanse and tell him about the rumor. And he was like, this Jackson, they have a rumor on anybody. He said, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. Right. Okay. Marie tells the ladies about Amber, how she shaded her about them day naps. They're talking about those for losers, for bottom of the barrel people and stuff. So Carrie Carrie said her and Matt was going to hook her up. And then they asked Marie preference. Somebody said women. And she was like, no, boy, Marie, you can't get over this lesbian rumor. I don't know what where it came from. I don't know. But you can't get over that. But anyway, she said, I love beautiful women, but I don't want one. She said, when I was 18, I had a threesome. And she did me, but I ain't do her.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
You lying. You lying and your breath stink. Don't you lie and say she went down on you, but you ain't go down on her. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know you went down on her. Don't act. Don't act. Anyway. You know you lying. And it wasn't just 18. You 45. It happened quite a few more times. Okay? Because you can't get away from this rumor. So this rumor is having legs from something. Okay? So it didn't happen just one time. Okay? It happens so a few more times. It probably ain't happened for a whole lot of it, but it happened a few more times for these people to have this rumor about you. Okay? It's okay. Plenty of women have encounters with women. Candy Burris. Okay. Okay. Cardi B. Okay. All right. We can go on. We can go on. Okay. Plenty of women. Portia. Okay. Okay. Had encounters with women. It is okay. It is 2026. It is okay. All right. For you to say, I would like, we can have some fun, but I don't want a relationship with you. Okay. You could just say it like that. We can have some fun. We can have some fun, but I don't want a relationship with you. It's okay. All right. You are the B in LGBTQ. Anyway, Latrice, and so then everybody leave except for Cliff, Latrice, Glenn, and Leticia. And so they usually are all together, and Cliff and Glenn real cool and tight. And so Latrice was like, Glenn, tell Leticia to give you some. And Glenn was like, she's celibate. And Cliff said, well, we should double date and whatever. And so they gonna get a double date or whatever. But that was the end of the episode. Okay. So Give me a thumbs up, like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And we will see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.